By the time Ray Bourque finally took hold of the Holy Grail he'd been pursuing his entire career, hoisting the cup to the loudest ovation of the night and lowering it to his graying playoff beard for a long kiss, the tears were flowing freely. No one in NHL history had played more games or set more records without having his name engraved on the Stanley Cup. Bourque was already acknowledged as the greatest player never to have won hockey's Holy Grail. When he reluctantly asked the Bruins to trade him to a contender late in the 1999-2000 season, his 21st in Boston. When Bourque arrived in Denver, the whole city rallied around winning him a cup. The bet fizzled out when the Avs lost to the Stars in Game 7 of the 2000 Western Conference Finals. That meant the 2000-2001 season was Bourque's last best chance to win the Stanley Cup, the only thing missing from one of the most impressive careers in hockey history. Bourque won the Norris Trophy as the NHL's best defenseman 5 times. He played in 19 NHL All-Star games, and he broke career scoring records for defensemen with 410 goals, 1,169 assists, and 1,579 points. Bourque's compelling quest for the Cup snowballed into the story of the 2001 postseason. On the eve of the playoffs, Bourque gave his teammates ball caps that said Mission 16W, referring to the number of wins needed to hoist the cup. The closest Bourque had come were 2 Cup finals, where his Bruins lost to the Oilers in 4 games in 1988 and 5 games in 1990. Having once turned down the Bruins' offer to trade him to a contender, he finally asked out once he realized his pursuit was fated to end in the midst of the Bruins' rebuild. Bourque was a key contributor during his time with the Avalanche, a first-team All-Star and a Norris Trophy finalist. He also scored the winning goal in Game 3 against the Devils, making him the oldest player ever to score in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Avs fell behind 3-2, but staved off elimination in Game 6 to force a winner-take-all Game 7 in Denver. Alex Tanguay, who wasn't even born when Bourque entered the NHL in 1979, scored 2 goals in the Avs' 3-1 Game 7 victory. When the final buzzer sounded, Bourque heard the cheers of his family and some 18,000 fans, breaking with tradition upon receiving the cup from NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. Joe Sakic immediately passed it to Bourque for the victory lap ritually reserved for the captain. 17 days later, Bourque announced his retirement. And 3 years later, he was enshrined in the Hockey Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. Drop your memories from Ray Bourque's final season in the comments, and make sure to hit the subscribe button for more NHL updates and hockey history.